Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone. My name is Paul Young. I'm going to walk you through what's happened in Canada for the month of August 2024. So here's a brief bio about myself. I'm a CPA, so I've worked in both financial roles as well as delivering over 300 data and AI solutions across industry and geography for the past 35 years. So my agenda is pretty quick. I typically, like with these presentations, try to keep them under 5 minutes just to give you a quick overview and oversight. If you require additional information at the end of this slide deck, you'll actually see a point of contact. So you're going to see here some metrics here that basically I looked at. There's no rhyme or reason in the order. I just put some stuff up here. So what you're seeing is I've started from October 2015. You're going to ask you why I picked that date. Well, that's the date when Justin Trudeau was first elected to office. And I always like to use a period of time as an index period of how better off we are. So you'll look at that in this particular case from wages, GDP, and you'll look at the comparison from over 2019 in the first mandate, you'll see 2021, and then you'll see the last few months here. And that's a standard way I kind of look at stuff. And this gives you a kind of an indication of steel. Now, part of the issues with steel is I used to be able to get the steel statistics, but now they don't make them available for Canada unless you have a membership. So I only put information in here that's publicly facing. Here's some more indication too. So I've got some key things around oil here. As you can see where the oil prices were back in 2015 to where they are now. And you're actually seeing with the housing starts and all that. It gives you a good indication of where we've come from and where we're heading in terms of the different metrics here. Same with employment, right? Over the last little bit with the employment that I've seen significantly is public sector jobs continually outpace good producing jobs. And that seems to be the role of what Justin Trudeau's done over his mandate is create big government. And it's not made things better. Like you still have issues with immigration. You still have issues with delivering programs of healthcare, even getting passports on a consistent basis in a timely fashion. Here's a look at some more data in here where you're looking at, again, I have employment, transit. Transit's interesting here is we're still only at 82% to where we were at pre-COVID. And that's something to bear in mind as you're having discussions with your individuals or your politicians around transit. Transit is heavily funded by all levels of government, and there's big issues around funding gaps. And I've done monthly presentations on transit, but I wanted to raise that issue. But you're also seeing in here forestry sector hasn't really done that well under Trudeau. If you look at where the sawmills and lumber production was back in 2015 to where we are now, you're seeing struggles. And the forestry sector has incurred a lot of struggles over the last several years. Here's housing. So you're always hearing about housing. Now, you can't just blame Justin Trudeau. Housing's been systemic issues for years. And I've written many blogs around systemic issues around availability of land, the ability to get permits processed in a timely fashion. Like there's some good examples where progress is being made because if you go do a Google search in the city of Kelowna, they actually built a good chat box and a good process using Microsoft's AI technology to drive and streamline the business process to get permits approved. Here's manufacturing. This kind of gives you an idea where we were a year ago, and you can see the struggles where we're at on a monthly basis, around $70 billion worth of manufacturing sales. We're down to 69, but you can see where areas like transportation and other areas have struggled over the last little bit because those are durable goods and they tend to, drive by consumer spending, and we're seeing that claw back due to the higher interest rates and overall health of the economy. Commodities I like to talk about a bit here. You can see on the far right side where some of the commodities since 2021 have been in decline mode, and you're seeing curtailment in areas like lithium, copper, and other areas due to lower demand because of the pure nature of a slowing economy. Here's the GDP. I break it out into a couple areas here, but you can see year over year and just the overall growth. Like Canada's economy was growing about 2.3% post 2009 recession. And when Justin took office back in 2015. He peaked around 3,000 in 2017, but pre-COVID, he was struggling at less than 2% growth. So his policies, as much as he said benefited, haven't really been effective. Productivity challenges still exist, and that's something to bear in mind when you're listening to any politician speak. The data speaks for itself. Cost of living, you can't avoid this. Inflation target of 2.1%. I've written many blogs around it. I do not longer feel that that's realistic target anymore. I think inflation's going to constantly target between 2.9% to 3.5% consistently due to the way we're driving the green transition costs and other factors that drive overall cost of living. So here's some additional links that you can find about me. And if you want to reach out to me, I will be posting this video up on YouTube. So you're more than welcome to reach out to me. Thank you.